Hello and welcome to the 2.5 People podcast with myself, Alex Leam,
and James Beckett.
And our guest point fifth of a person today is Debbie Holt. Hello, Debbie.
Hi. How are you?
I've called you three different things. Either like Deb, like Deborah, or like Debbie. What's the preference? Do you not care?
Debbie's good.
Debbie's good. Is that the one we like to sit with?
Deb's is fine. Deborah's kind of what my mother called me.
Right. Okay.
It's my grown-up name.
Yeah.
Okay. We're recording as normal upstairs at the Royal Standard Pub in Derby, and on the day that we're recording this, we're still in that zone between Christmas and New Year, and clearly we're at the part where people want to get out away from their relatives.
No one can work tomorrow, do they?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So there's a lot of people who don't normally day drink downstairs.
There is.
So you can really tell they're getting quite animated, and they're quite happy to be out once in the blue moon.
That's
You
it.
get the feeling they were lads back in the day, but not anymore. So so the bounce from downstairs might bleed through, is what we're saying.
Yeah,
Is what we're saying.
it's part of the atmosphere.
Yeah. So what have we been up to since the last time? I know that today, the day that this goes out at least, is the 9th of January, which is called Quitters Day.
Quitters Day. Why is it called that?
Because apparently it's the day when most people's New Year's resolutions go tits up.
Oh,
They don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So
what do you plan to quit by the 9th?
I don't think it's ever a good idea to start a New Year's resolution because it's just generally just so flawed.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think if
you want to quit something, you just quit something.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't set resolutions.
No.
I think it's better to, I think, February or like before Christmas, or just start any time. It doesn't have to be January 1st.
I always find New Year's more about reflecting on the year gone rather than trying to think about the year ahead. I don't know if that's. I don't know what that like.
Yeah, I like that.
What that like says about me as a person, but
First few days of January, it's still technically the last year, just with a different date.
Yeah,
You've not moved on, you've not evolved yet. So
it counts.
Yeah.
So I'm just reminded of that Gary Delaney joke, where he said, "People who are moaning about me joining the gym in January think on, I didn't moan about you in the biscuit aisle in December." So I said, there is a gym that's opened pretty close to me now. You'll know it. So Pure Gym has opened in Heanor.
Wow.
Pretty close to where we were. So I have been tempted because I know it's 24 hours. And it has drawn in a crowd of people that are never normally seen in Heanor.
Yeah.
Health freaks. Which Home Bargains next door has done a roaring trade in protein bars and shakes now and stuff. So that's kept them floating buoyant. But it's just weird seeing healthy people in shorts. In Heanor.
Yeah, it's not
what I'm used to. No, it's normally like two drug dealers fighting over a chip.
Yeah.
That's what you normally get in Heanor. So, I don't know,
pretty good chip though.
Pretty good chip. Yeah. Is Chronic Quitters Day a bit like that Blue Monday thing? Do you think it was like a made up?
I've never even heard of it. Have you ever heard of it?
Blue Monday.
No.
It's similar to Blue Monday. I mean, that's later on in the month.
Yeah.
Which is, they say, it's statistically the most depressing day of the year. But it was just like made up to sell stuff.
Probably, yeah.
So, like,
I mean, I don't think it's New Year until you get your paycheck.
No.
Until you get paid.
Yeah,
when you get paid, then it's New Year.
And it's really, really fun that January's a long month.
Yeah, it's cruel, isn't it?
There's more weekends.
Yeah.
And most people have been paid a little bit early in December as well.
Most the places I've always worked at before, they always used to pay us just before like Christmas, which meant you used to have to like kind of stretch it out. But now I work for a place now where they pay us just like normal. So that's I think I prefer it because normally if you get paid just before Christmas, you don't actually need it. You end up just like spending it when you don't actually need it.
I get paid the 18th.
That's not a day to get paid.
The 18th every month. I don't know why.
That's a very strange day to get paid.
Yeah, but my New Year comes sooner than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, are you Jewish? No. Why did your New Year come sooner? Was that literally?
Because your New Year doesn't start until you get your first paycheck.
Oh, of course.
So yours doesn't start on the 18th of January.
That's
basically what you're saying.
Yes.
Right.
That's cool. I'm still got a hell of a lot of my blood alcohol level is still pretty bad from Christmas, so I'm not slow on the uptake.
Really?
On a lot of things, which is not a great state to be in for a comedian.
No.
So
I've had zero alcohol like this Christmas. I didn't have any.
I always overbuy and I always make a point of trying to buy less.
Really?
Because in my head, it's party time. There's loads of people going around, and no, they don't.
No,
because I'm deeply unpopular.
Yeah.
So I find I get suckered in by the marketing. It's all very clever.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, I bought lemon meringue gin.
Lemon meringue gin. That sounds nice.
It sounds nice. It isn't.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's 17 quid that Gordon's now has out of me that I'm not going to get back. And I know it's just going to gather dust and it's just going to be there for that one night I get back late from a gig and I'm desperate for a drink. And that's the only option.
Oh, it's a gift for somebody.
No, I've already opened it and taken a bit out of it, so sadly. That would be a good invention though. Something that where you can reseal the bottle.
Yeah.
Just top it with a bit of water.
Yeah.
Reseal it.
Yeah.
There you go. Job done.
That would work, wouldn't it?
When we were kids, drinking our parents' alcohol, that would have been ideal, wouldn't it?
It was the other way around in our house. My mum used to nick my older brother's booze that they kept in their rooms. So they're a bit older than me, so they were of legal drinking age.
Yeah.
So one of them kicked off. She went, "What's happened to my single malt?" She went, "Evaporated." And he believed it because he's a div.
My early days of drinking were just getting those really cheap like bottles of like cider that you get from like a newsagent, normally on the bottom shelf, like White Lightning or something.
They don't make that anymore.
No.
I'm gutted.
I used to get that when I was like 12, 13 and go to a bus stop. That was my underage drinking, and then eventually sort of started like sneaking into pubs when I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah. I used to go out drinking with my dad.
Yeah.
We went to watch rugby and drank. About 13, 14. We were brilliant.
What was the underage drink of choice for yourself?
Half a lager and lime.
Half a lager and lime, nice.
I've never had a fruit lager. I think I might be missing out.
I used to drink whatever was the cheapest. I was terrible as a kid. I remember I used to drink a pint of like John Smith's because they're only like the pints were only like £1 like 40 at the pub that I was at. So I just constantly used to drink John Smith's. It's horrible.
Well, because when you are skinny, you do have to think about these things. Yeah. At that age, I remember I used to hate Guinness. I like stout now, obviously. But no, I was just to drink that because I thought if I'm repelled by it, it'll last longer.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
So and it did, which is good. Because I've just always naturally been able to imbibe any type of fluid quite easily, by which I mean drinks before anyone starts. So I have just inhaled that coffee that I got from the bar downstairs. But it's just the case. I'm like lager's the same. Any drink, any soft drink, I'm just go chug. It's all gone down.
I'm kind of. I was worse when I was younger. I'm much more like fussy now. There's a lot of stuff that I won't drink. But when I was younger, I just put everything down.
No, I'm ever so fussy. My husband drinks anything.
Is it?
Anything.
Is there anything that's a no-go, booze-wise, for yourself?
I'm not keen on cider.
Cider? Even flavoured ones? Or?
No, I don't like the acidity.
I
don't like it.
I'm not a massive fan of the ciders. Even the newer like flavoured ones that can go.
I do like the blood orange, but there's a problem with that. I look like the Goodyear blimp. I'm like,
it just blows you out.
Pulling a ripcord and I turn into an RNI dinghy. Like, so it's to the point where it's kind of like I can't actually move. So I'm like, it's way too gassy. Way too gassy.
And I can't do Guinness, even with even with black currant in it. I can't do Guinness. Went to Dublin, went to the brewery.
Oh, right.
And did all that, and we had a private tour, so they showed you all the different Guinnesses around the world. My husband drunk them all. We went upstairs to the Sky Bar. My husband drunk it all. I just couldn't do it. I wanted to because I think it's very appealing.
Because it's like a Jamaican variant, isn't it?
Yeah. Horrible stuff. I just can't.
I've gotten into like fancy like stouts and porters that they have on. They had one down at the pub that we're recording this in, creme brulee.
Oh, okay.
It was a creme brulee stout. It just tasted like custard. So it was booze, but it was also dessert. What's not to love from that?
There you go.
Yeah.
A bit of pudding.
I like that. There's a reason I've got this figure. It's not because I go to the gym.
I'd like to like proper ales and stouts because it feels really nice to go up to a figure and have a look at all of the local kind of what they're doing and stuff. But I'm not a big fan of it, so I never do. Just go with the average lager and off you go.
I feel like that about wine. I feel at my age I should be having a nice glass of wine, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I've tried all the different variants, and I just don't like it.
No, all of it tastes like piss.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
For Christmas, just gone, one of the things I asked for was a soda stream. And that was because years ago I saw Heston Blumenthal on TV put Blue Nun in a soda stream to see if it tastes like champagne. I wanted to try the same thing myself.
And does it?
Well, what he did was he did a taste test. So he took a load of fizzy Blue Nun and some really expensive champagne to the financial district in London to see if the champagne chugging city types could tell the difference. And they all voted for the Blue Nun as the more expensive one out of the two.
Wow.
So I tried it. I was still sort of like getting used to it. So I managed to spray myself with cheap Liefernmilch. So it just got like pulling out the top. But it did work a trick. So I do recommend putting Blue Nun in a soda stream.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, you had like a reef when you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an old. What happened to Alco Pops? That was a proper little kind of fad for the noughties.
We're in nostalgia era, so it's like our generation's nostalgia is something that was 99p that we got at a club on a Monday night.
Yeah.
So vodka reef is back, and it's in home bargains, and it's 79p a bottle.
Wow.
So I got like 12, and
I used to like reef because it was the only one that was flat, that wasn't like carbonated.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, which would appeal to George actually, because he doesn't
Yeah.
carbonated drinks. As I found out, we asked him about this, didn't we? Because we said, why can't you drink carbonated drinks? Because I thought there was some sort of Willy Wonka thing going off where if you drank carbonated drinks,
you burn, you start to float.
He'd float. Yeah. He'd float. But no, he just said he doesn't like it. So, yeah.
The other answer's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just thought he'd float. We'd have to tether him like a balloon if he had a pint. Yeah. So, no, okay. So that's the idea for when George comes back. We'll get 6 reefs for him.
Yeah.
Get him down his throat. Yeah. Get him saying.
Did you see that thing where you get the straw and put it in the reef and then drink it? So you put a straw in it and you bend the straw around and hold it, and it used to make it so you couldn't create like an air vacuum, which means that you can drink the reef within like 3 seconds.
No.
I have some bottles left in the fridge.
I will show you this technique when you get back.
Okay.
There was this tale. This was like back in the binge like drinking days where I thought stuff like that was really hilarious. But yeah, you can do that, Bruce.
There's a reason why our generation's fucked.
Yeah,
we really are, because I think there's just something that's saying that millennials in the bracket that we fall into drank the most out of any other generation.
I remember coming to Derby Uni, like the binge like drinking like culture was mad, like was really just a massive part of the whole experience. You know, if you weren't going out getting drunk on, you know, they had like student nights on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Really cheap drinks. I remember going out with just like £10 in my pocket and still getting absolutely wasted.
Booze cultures it's diminished in time, hasn't it?
Now it's drugs, isn't it? The kids tell me that it's drugs now.
Is it?
They don't drink the same. It's coke and ket
And
and all this kind of stuff.
I do find myself, because I do get it prescribed, but a lot of the time I do prefer diazepam to alcohol.
Do you?
Yeah, mellow in quality, no hangover or calories. So
win-win.
Yeah,
everyone's a winner. Yeah.
So it's decided then we're not drinking anymore. We're just going to go into hard drugs. Yeah.
There you go.
Excellent.
Win-win.
Agreed.
Excellent. Well, thanks for attending our AA meeting. So we'll crack on with the rest of the show. I just thought that as we are now in January, we need a new theme for this month.
Okay.
Because dry January is a bit depressing.
Yeah.
A lot of people then obviously quit by the 9th.
Yeah.
So I think we need a new theme for January to make it a bit more enticing, a bit warmer, a better welcome to the new year. And I think I found the new thing. I've got Rylanuary.
What?
Rylanuary.
What? Rylanuary?
Yes, make this month about Rylan.
About Rylan?
Oh,
yeah.
Why?
Well, I just think if you had that as the theme, it would just be a heck of a lot jollier. You can go on This Morning spiting your right-wing views and not get called up about it.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
All of us want to do that.
Yeah, as he did. Spat another shot at saying, immigrants get iPads. Yeah, they're also fleeing persecution, mate. Yeah.
And they're just iPads.
Mind your necking. We could all get our teeth done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we all end up talking like ethics wives got clipped teeth.
Okay. Yeah.
Fake tan.
Yeah.
I feel like there's better things you can have for a month. That's a long month.
It's a long month to be Ryman.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on a theme for January that's better than dry January?
Angela Rayner. She's going to come back. I've always identified with her. Northerner, single mum, tick. She'll pulled herself up from nothing. just dragged herself up. I've always been really impressed with her, and she became the most influential politician woman in the country. But then there's the other side, isn't there? There's the other side. It's like she dyes her hair, she's got fake boobs, and she don't pay tax. But she's coming back.
You're describing my perfect woman in many ways.
What, the first bit or the fake boobs and the orange hair?
Just everything.
Yeah. I think she's going to come back.
She's definitely a lot more fun than, say, Ed Miliband.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. If they made drywall a person, he's basically Ed Miliband. I just like that during her summer break, she was in Ibiza DJing. I think, how many times did you get a Deputy Prime Minister doing that?
Yeah. And she's friends with who's that blonde girl? I can't remember what she's called.
That doesn't narrow it down. There's lots of blonde girls.
I'll think of it.
Come back to you.
But yeah, you're right. She was partying and she was vaping and drinking.
And on a pride float as well. I liked it. I just think that the press have really got it in for women with a bit of power.
Yeah,
I
liked her as well.
Especially she was a bit northern, therefore representing something a bit more common and stuff. That they fucking hate that.
No wrong with northern lasses.
Working class women make good when it does. I liked it. It's just completely unfair. And I do want to slap anyone that calls Rachel Reeves Rachel from accounts as well. Instant argument fail. Sure about that. Right. I really should get the show listing back up. We're just having a chat about whatever. We're still on what's happened recently. Right. So, it rhymes with Rachel Reeves. Pet peeves. Yes. Really pet peeves. So we asked our guest what grinds their gears. We'll say bugbears because we don't want to offend Stags if he's listening. Yeah. So what winds you up, Debbie? What really gets your goat?
When I'm watching Coronation Street, because I watch that because I'm from North, and they've got the television on in the background, it drives me mental. It's like, I'm watching your show and you can't even be bothered to turn the telly off. So that drives me nuts.
So is this when a character is watching it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have the telly on in the background and it doesn't sync with my telly. You know what I mean? That drives me nuts.
Right.
People who are late all the time. My very good friend Morag, we used to call her MMT, Morag Maybe Time.
Yeah.
And when we booked to go anywhere, if we were going at 8 o'clock, we'd tell her at 7. In the hope that she'd get there in time, but it used to drive us all nuts. Baked beans. Disgusting. When I order my breakfast in Wetherspoons and I say no beans, they put them on my plate, and when I send them back, all they do is scrape them off.
So the residue.
And they move me bacon over it, and I hate that, and I have a tissy fit, and it's like, I can't do with that. And what else? Let's have a think. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Okay.
I hate Valentine's Day. It is a commercial holiday. It's promoted by the card companies. It's a Hallmark holiday. My husband and I have had 2 cards in 36 years, and I sign it every year. And so we had the same card until I lost it about 5 or 6 years ago. We were moving. So the card we've got at the moment is 5 years old.
Okay.
And we sign it and we put it up on the fireplace and then I put it away. And it has the same sentiment. I just put things like, I still love you 2024, you know. But I hate the fact that we've got to spend our money with all this kind of commercial. I don't like the expectation of it.
Like, it's weird. I've had, think about the relationships I've had over the years. I was very fortunate. The person I ended up having kids with was with for a long time. We both collectively agreed that, like Valentine's Day, bullshit, and we just didn't even like market. It was another day. We skip past it. But with other relationships I had previously, where it was always this weird kind of like game you'd play when you'd sort of meet somebody and you'd go and you kind of do the question and go like, so do you do like Valentine's Day? And I used to hate it when they go, no, I'm not really that bothered. And then if you didn't, then he didn't do anything. You go, but I was going to say that, but I didn't think you'd not do anything. And then you sit there and you go, but you told me not to. Yeah. I've been caught out with that a few times because I do like to think when people say something they're quite earnest about it. But there was a few people I can remember that then used to kind of like fling it like back on your face on the day and be like, well, I didn't expect you to not actually get anything. So, but that's what we said.
The whole commercial thing of it. And Christmas as well. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
How about you, Alex? Was your previous relationships? Were you normally kind of hemmed into Valentine's Day, or
I've been on every side of the spectrum with Valentine's Day. Like single and desperate and loved up. But it tends to be I was in the camp of overly flaunting it when I was in a relationship, just to wind single people off, not realising that I was on the other end of that feeling bad. So I think I've weaponised Valentine's Day for bad purposes.
No, nice.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Good.
Right. Have you baked beans as well? Which I kind of get this, but something you said kind of tripped me, and I was a bit like, oh god. Which is like, I'm one of them where if someone can get something horrendously wrong with my food, I'd never complain. Never, because I'm so worried what people like do with food, like behind the scenes. You know, like you hear all the horror stories and stuff someone could put out some food that I genuinely hate on my plate, I'd never complain. You're not ever right that you would really go, I don't like baked beans, that just gonna interfere with your food.
I can't. I play. I'm a bit like Harry met Sally. You know, I'm like, you know, on the side and over easy, and I like my food. I like it. That's it. I don't eat out a lot, and especially not with family members because they won't come with me. But it's, you know, I'm fussy. Yeah. And it's gotten worse as I get older. It gets worse because I want what I want.
Yeah.
But I tip well. I do tip. I always tip. I always do minimum of 10%. I lived in America for a while, and I know about all that. So I always leave a tip, except McDonald's. You know.
Well, yeah, they know what they were getting into when they started. So you say when I met Sally, have you ever faked a screaming orgasm in a restaurant?
Not in a restaurant, no, but the rest of my life, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
A life in a way is constantly it's kind of like a constantly screaming orgasm when you think about it. You know?
Enlighten me.
Well, you just, you know, waves of kind of up and down, you know, high moments, low moments. I'm more specifically describing a female orgasm than a male orgasm here, I have to admit. I realise the male orgasm is not so kind of like wave-based and more
a whoosh.
Yeah. This is very intimate.
I have to
admit.
I never knew you were a poet.
But no. But you really cornered me on that question. I felt like I had to answer it. But it was more of like a flippant comment.
Should we move on?
No, let's really delve into it. Let's nail this. I've just had several things coming through my mind there that tried to get out at once, and it all went badly wrong. Yeah.
Shall we talk about like Coronation Street and why? I'm trying to get this one around my head, like that, because surely, like I don't watch Coronation Street, but I actually, like, my mum used to watch a lot of it, so I remember watching a lot of it until I got to about the age of like kind of like 15, like 16, and then I moved out. But like, surely, if you're watching people in real life, living lived experiences, they'll be watching TV. So why is it offensive to you?
Because they should turn the tally down.
Is it too loud? So it's getting in the way of the conversation?
It distracts me. Yeah.
Does it come up on the subtitles? Do you have subtitles on? No. Okay.
No, my deafness isn't that bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I normally have subtitles on when I have it. Even
should do it then. It's a TV playing.
Yeah.
But Coronation Street was part of my childhood, and it was only on. Like, I think it was on twice a week back then. But if we wanted to stay up, we used to tell my mum we want to watch Corrie, and she thought we were Coronation Street fans. I'm talking about the 60s and 70s. Yeah. I'm talking a long time ago. Yeah. So just to get an extra half hour up, we'd watch Corrie. And then it gets embedded in you. These characters, it's like my brother says to me all the time, they're not real. But, you know, it's embedded. And when we stayed up on a Monday night, the Black Pea Man had come round. This is really bizarre. There were a man with a motorbike and a sidecar, and in the sidecar were two big tubs of black peas, not green peas, black peas. Right. And you'd go out with your ball, and you'd get a ladle full of black peas with salt and pepper on. Right. And that was the highlight of my Monday night. Wow. That was like amazing. He only ever worked in Rochdale. It's a Rochdale thing.
Okay.
That's so bizarre, isn't it? So Black Peas and Coronation Street were part of my childhood.
Wow.
You know, because what you do is you go back to nostalgia, don't you? You
Yeah,
go back to things that were comfortable. And
I've never heard of black peas until I've heard of black eyed peas.
Yeah,
the foodstuff and the group. But no, not black peas.
Have you ever been a follower of the soaps at any point in your life? Do you ever get
Just the way Debbie was talking about it made soap sound like generational trauma.
It was a little bit of me. I remember because obviously this was back in the day where generally people didn't have more than one TV in the house,
and you didn't have all the channels.
And I remember when I was living with my mum, we didn't have TV in our rooms or anything, so it's just a TV. So she used to take over the TV from about like 6 p.m.
And it was the sacred time. You cannot talk when the soaps were on.
Exactly. Right. So she'd watch the news at 6. Then she'd watch, I assume, what was Home and Away at 6:30. I think it was.
Oh, she was Home and Away.
Yeah. Then she'd move. Then she'd jump on to Corrie at like 7, then like EastEnders at 7:30 or like whatever.
And Emmerdale as well.
Yeah.
You could do it back to back.
Don't forget, like Neighbours was huge.
So
once upon a time over here.
So I really followed soap a lot by proxy through like the late 90s and the early noughties. So very much the Peggy Mitchell era, kind of dirty
Mitchell Brothers,
sort of era of EastEnders and stuff. And
when they showed EastEnders, I was living in New York in the 90s, and it had subtitles on EastEnders.
What channel were they showing that on?
They were BBC America.
Yeah, they got BBC America out there, haven't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I know when I went to Legs, I found myself getting really suckered into watching PBS.
Yeah,
public
broadcast.
I've come to a city I wanted to come to my entire life, and I'm in my hotel room watching Doc Martin on PBS. Why? And Poirot and the Mother, the American version of the Antiques Roadshow. That's on PBS.
Do you think there's a lot of future in like soaps? It's like, sure, I don't know what I've done no research on this, but like I think I remember reading a few years ago about the viewership really going down on the moment, especially in the past like 10 years or so.
Yeah, because we're streaming and what have you. That's why they're trying to do high concept episodes. Like the ones over like Christmas New Year on EastEnders, where it's like it jumps forward a year.
Yeah.
And they're showing you January the 1st, 2027. And the Dementia episode where characters who were dead came back.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're combining Coronation Street and Emmerdale.
Yes, the first ever crossover.
Weird.
Yeah.
Calling it Corriedale.
Corriedale. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's when you get to see the signs of like desperation, is when they start like crossing over.
High concept sort of like.
My kids don't watch TV.
No.
Things are streamed, or and I'll say, "Did you see whatever it is?" And no. They don't.
Weirdly enough, it's so weird having this conversation because I went on to AI and I asked AI at the time if you were to guess what year do you think they'll stop running popular soaps, because eventually it's got it's, not that it should, but just by like the generational like shift, how much viewership, assume eventually ITV, BBC and stuff are going to have to pull the plug on those shows, and I think they estimated it from AI. I think it was like 2033. They're saying that it's probably a lot of them are going to start winding down, just the nature of people getting older.
And it is because the people who are watching it now, they're making it modern and appeal to younger people, so there's lots of hard-hitting situations, and to be absolutely honest, I don't want to watch that. I just want to see them in pub and listen to a bit of banter. I mean,
have a bit of drama.
That's it, and it's not. And now
this person's cheated on that person, that sort of stuff.
Instead of going back to its roots, so reflecting real life instead of doing that sort of thing. I for the past 18 months I've remained undetected in the Wikipedia article for El Dorado.
Ooh, nice.
So it's going to be the basis of the show as well. I just heard the word El Dorado because the TV was on in the front room and one of those holiday programs was playing. So can they find their El Dorado? And I thought to myself, okay, I've not heard that in absolutely ages. Let's have a look at the Wikipedia article. Looked at the cast and I didn't recognise any of them.
So you put yourself
in. I put myself in there, including the character name, my tenure within the show as well. And 18 months later I'm still in there, undetected.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But they repeated El Dorado. I think it was a UN drama. God, it was awful. It was abysmal. And there, for some reason, some random moments when they had some indigenous Spanish characters speaking in Spanish with no subtitles for about 10 minutes. So there was this weird Euro sort of like file thing that was going through TV companies in the early 90s where they thought, okay, let's get into Europe by doing stuff that will appeal to European audience.
Yeah.
Going for Gold was the worst culprit.
Oh, God.
They had here from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Hello. And yes, El Dorado was filmed. They built the set and everything, so it was all filmed in really hard surfaces. Says us here with really hard surfaces, but the whole thing was just dreadful. I just remember it. The main thing I remember from El Dorado at the time was how many people took the piss out of it for being awful.
Yeah.
And it was bad.
I think I missed that. It was the 90s, weren't it?
Yeah.
So I missed that.
Yeah.
What were you doing in the 90s?
In New York. In New York, darling.
I had 10 years in New York. Can't you tell by the accent?
Right, no, I can't. No. I thought I just assumed he got really into ecstasy or something like that.
No.
Okay. As you were once a New Yorker, am I right in thinking that JFK Airport is awful? I've heard that it just closes early. And it's not really what you call.
No, I don't know.
No?
I don't know. I would we lived in Queens for a year and then we moved upstate. When we lived in Queens, it was just non-stop noise. I'd never heard, it was just noise constant. And then we moved up into the countryside and it's like we could leave our front doors open, leave the keys in the car. It was like totally different. And the worst thing that happened up there is the city slickers had come up and shoot deer, when they opened the hunting season. And every year someone got shot.
Oh.
They'd shoot each other,
In America, never.
I can imagine.
Never.
But, and we were there in the 90s and they were kind of the boom years. So that period of time kind of set us up for the rest of our life. Enabled us to buy a house. Can you imagine? We bought a house. And they were good years. We did all right. We came back because my husband had a heart attack. There you go. That's how good it were. I worked him that hard that I almost killed him. Yeah, bless him.
I don't think. Yeah, I'd want to get a plane back if I thought I was having a heart attack.
I didn't want to be a widow on my own over there.
No,
that's very selfish, isn't it? I brought him back for the health service.
Yeah, no, you might as well.
That's why Russell T Davies came back because he got suckered into American television. But then when his partner had cancer, he just went, "That's going to cost a bit, isn't it? Let's move back to Cardiff."
Yeah,
and back he came. So,
well, you can see why.
Yeah, absolutely. I would not like to be left with. Yeah,
those sort of bills.
Grief and debt.
Yeah.
There's a combination.
There it is. Yeah,
a bit cheery today. Moving on to the big questions. So these are the big questions that James came up with when he had too much turkey. That's a new euphemism for it, isn't it? Yeah. So, big question number 1 is: which fictional villain would you hire as a coach to turn around down on its luck junior lawn bowls team who have been drawn to play their biggest match ever against Droitwich?
Right, well, fantasy characters, Rocky Balboa.
He's not a villain though, is he?
He didn't say villain, did it?
Did it?
Yeah, villain.
Oh, that's
you
rubbish.
You can't have Rocky Balboa. He's a proper hero.
Oh, that's rubbish now. Well, take the villain out. I've done all that.
Why do you think Rocky would be good?
Because they could go down to the family farm park hunting, like chase chickens and what have you. He'd get the strength up and, their agility. Because they have to, when it's hard when you throw them crown green bowling things, And then I've gone off this now.
I've got this picture of Rocky playing bowls with the flying owl playing in the background.
Yeah, but but it's like it build up. They have to have the strength. They have to have the strength to pick that ball up and throw it.
I'd rather have his coach, like Mickey. What's his name, Mickey?
Oh, Mickey! Oh, you're really a nasty.
You're gonna crack thunder and you're gonna eat lightning or what? Yeah, that's your one, isn't it?
And they could buy him the hats like Mickey, And then they could go butchers and hit and hit pieces of meat, chase the chicken.
Yeah.
And then when they got home, he could give them homework, to carry on building the strength up. They could run up and down the steps, and imagine that they're running up
I got it.
Philadelphia Art Museum. They could run up, and on the landing do the
I get it. Okay.
That'd motivate him and get him G'd up. And then he had a really good speech.
Yes.
He had a really good speech. And he said, you've got to do it in the voice though, didn't he? He said, it ain't how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Yeah? Was that good? That was good?
We talked about ketamine earlier. If you're your own kinsman.
There you go.
That's 100%.
And then I thought with him, he'd taken Hayley Bailey. She's a Victoria Wood character who did the step aerobics.
Okay.
So she'd help motivate them with that.
Right,
And if they felt faint, they could smell Pauline. If you feel faint, just have a whiff of Pauline's leotard. That'd bring a lamb chop back to life.
Nice.
Yes, so I'd be working on on the motivation.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't want to do villains.
No.
You just chose to ignore it like that.
I just can't read.
How about you, Alex? What villain would you
What
get?
villain would you do?
Now, this is an interesting one because you're going to need one that would be quite cunning about lawn bowls and would have some beef with Droitwich. So, on the top of my head, I'll probably say OG Moriarty.
Moriarty Sherlock. Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Sherlock Moriarty.
Because it sounds like a typically English thing to be doing, so I think he would fit well into that. Probably even like the Benedict Cumberbatch.
He'd have an
Moriarty.
appreciation for it.
Yeah, probably Benedict Cumberbatch Moriarty would go for that as well.
Not the Robert Downey Jr. one.
No, he was all right, but I think he's a bit too grandiose.
Okay.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Too nice looking as well.
I mean, yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch Moriarty. He actually drank tea from a china cup, so I think bowls would be a progression.
Okay.
Also, I think in early film Bond villains, possibly Goldfinger.
Goldfinger would be a great coach.
Yes. Because he would look. I mean, he drives a Rolls. Odd job driving Rolls. Can you imagine Odd Job joining in on the game as well?
Odd job would be great. Yeah. I reckon he'd be really good at bowls as well.
Yeah. He would take on the entirety of Droitwich.
Did he have a bowler hat?
Yes.
Yes. Very English looking.
Exactly,
Very gentleman, yeah.
Even though he was a Korean wrestler. I like that lines. Yeah. Next question. Actually, have you watched? Sorry, yeah.
Oh, right.
No, come on. I'll start that again, so it doesn't sound like I'm barreling ahead too much. How about yourself?
A Magneto.
Right. Okay.
For extremely obvious reasons.
Who's that?
So he was one of the X-Men. He was the villain in the X-Men, but he had the ability to control like metal, so he could move like metal around.
Excellent.
So you could, feasibly cheat in order to. I mean, you're not a really great coach, I suppose.
The balls are not metal though.
Have they got a little like kind of metal in them?
Have they? The wooden.
I don't know. I just assumed that there's got to be a bit of metal in there.
You could manipulate an anvil and drop it on your opponents.
I mean, that would definitely win the match against like Droitwich. So ultimately, that's all you need. Like, and I think as well. I think he's got the gravitas as well to be able to pull off. Like Ian McKellen in that role actually smashed it.
If he goes into the match not dressed as Magneto, that would wrong foot a lot of people.
Even like the Michael Fassbender version would probably do it. Pretty justice as well. Not even the Ian McKellen version, just either of them would do it. Charles Xavier would be pretty good, wouldn't he? Actually, I should have gone with Charles Xavier, but he's not the villain, is he? I could have.
No, that's true. Again, I've not seen all of those films. Now, Professor X is in a chair. Presumably, there's a lot of metal there. Has Magneto ever just fucked about with his chair? Or is are there rules of combat?
There's a specific scene at the start of X-Men 2 where he goes to see him in a prison and he specifically has to use a plastic chair for the exact reason. But generally, no, I don't think he does do anything with his chair, which is a shame. It's a bit of a lost moment that they could have had in the films.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next question. What order is the correct order to eat a Sunday roast? I dare say the memory of Christmas dinner and everything is still fresh in a lot of people's minds.
Lingering.
There was a Yorkshire pudding debate going on.
Yeah, because they shouldn't be traditional, are they? You shouldn't really have them. It's not traditional, but people like Yorkshire pudding.
I had Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, I have Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
Damn right.
So, Correct order to eat a Sunday roast, Debbie. What are your thoughts on this hot topic?
Well, at Christmas there was maple syrup parsnips, which
Oh
were absolutely.
God, that sounds good.
Oh, it was gorgeous. So I ate them first, just in case anybody.
Actually, those exactly made me feel hungry instantly.
Oh, they were lovely.
Yeah. So this is the thing, I suppose it's just a broader question about what you're eating kind of like technique, because there's two light schools of thought. When you get to a plate and your plate's full, do you eat the things you really like first?
Yes.
Thinking, oh, actually, I'm really hungry, I want to eat stuff I really like, leaving the stuff you don't like to eat at the end? Or do you eat the stuff that you don't like first?
No.
What's your approach?
Try and go for a small bit of each on the fork, so you've got a bit of a smorgasbord going on there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, the smorgasbord approach.
And I don't like when people cook the food up and then do that. You've got to cut each bit so it stays warm. Cut a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that. But I would leave. I'm not keen on mash.
Right.
That's the texture. I don't know.
I quite like. I can take it or leave it, but I will have like a dollop of mash on a roasted.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's it. But roast potatoes, I love.
Oh, roast potatoes, yeah.
And you can leave them towards the end because they stay warm, don't they? They're always red hot inside.
Yeah,
that's a good shout. Yeah, about how warm it is. It's one of those. I think I'm a bit opposite. Where I remember when I was a kid, when I used to get obviously served for Sunday roast, and obviously the bits that I didn't really like, such as I hate sprouts, do not like sprouts. But my mum used to always serve it to me, and we were in a household where you had to clean the plate.
Yeah, you had to eat everything.
Yeah, you had to clean the plate. There was no rules, no exceptions.
Did you get it back the next day if you didn't eat it?
Yeah.
She used to get that to us.
So what I used to do is
that's a generational trauma again.
I used to eat the sprouts first.
To get rid of them.
Just to get them out of the way, so I didn't have to. So I could enjoy the rest of the meal. So there is an argument that you might want to start with the things that you least like first.
That's why you're so good at admin. Eat the frog first.
Yeah. This is it. But I think, generally, I think because I did that, now when I eat a roast, I do it in the reverse order, where I leave the nicer stuff towards the end. So when I'm getting a bit full, I can eat it all because all the stuff that's left over is really nice.
And I think because of that, I've took control of this now, and I don't have to leave. I can leave food on my plate if I want.
No, I'm still training. I have to clean the plate, or else I get really itchy about. I find with my kids, they're fine. I don't impart, but with me, I have to.
Do you get overfaced though, like the Christmas dinner when it's like that? I get overfaced by it. It puts me off.
Yeah.
I can eat that, but I can't eat it on my plate like that.
It's like being presented with a really untidy room and being told you've got to tidy it.
There is a certain. I remember. I don't know if you guys have done this yet, but you can order things from a carvery on delivery or something. And I did that. Must have been about a month ago for the first time. They brought it all round. And I put it on the plate, and obviously you just got it in this cardboard thing, you get it on it, and just because everything's in a jumbled mess, I didn't know where to start.
Yeah.
You know that normally, because you serving things out individually, it's in a nice order, so everyone's in a nice little pack.
And that's why I do on the side things.
I
like the things.
I'm with you.
Anything that can be separated, I like to order it separate.
And then you just sort of put things on the plate.
And then I pick. I like it all here, and then I have a bit of this and a bit of that. You're going to try that now. It's good.
What's your approach for a roast, Alex? What's your strategy when you've got a plate full in front of you? I know you said the smallest board approach, but is there any other intricacies?
Weighted towards greens first.
Yeah, so you go to the greenery first.
Yeah, so you know that it's a little easier to digest the nicer bits.
Okay.
I'm just still thinking those parsnips.
I'm really wondering if not to eat after.
Better than honey. Better than honey, maple syrup. And they smelled gorgeous. Smelled like pancakes.
Like one of those as well. How do you feel about breaking kind of meat to sauce etiquette? There's some people get really upset by that. If you put minced sauce on a plate and you don't have any lamb or anything like that, is anyone really hot on that, or you just pretty much I would be fine.
No, it'd have to match.
Yeah.
I'd only have minced sauce with lamb, and I'd only have apple with pork.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just.
I'm quite happy to put minced sauce or anything on there. It's terrible.
I do think my blood group is still gravy.
Yeah.
After the last few weeks, so
But not just Bristol instant.
No.
Meat juices.
Yeah, you got to do proper.
A friend of mine used to make a red wine gravy, and it'd be bubbling away for more than a day.
Yeah.
So the red wine evaporated and they keep topping. It was the most amazing thing. You go to his house and he'd just steaks, and literally I'd want a bowl of gravy and bread. It was just amazing.
Just a bowl of gravy with some roast potatoes as a dip.
That'd be my favourite thing.
Okay.
What's your favourite thing on the roast plate? What is the number one
Rice, potatoes, and whatever the meat is, and the gravy.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much me.
Yeah. Stuffing actually goes pretty high.
That's true.
Stuffing's quite high.
If it's
But
done
it's
right.
got to have mincemeat in it.
Yeah, and it's got
Not mincemeat, sausage meat.
It's sausage meat, and it's got to be really crispy as well. Really crispy. Pig Clapton blankets as well. That's a highlight when it gets to Christmas. I really like. I normally fill my plate up with a lot of pig
smoked
blankets.
bacon. I'm not keen.
Really, you don't like the smoked bacon? No, I'm a fan of it. I like it when it's super crispy. Loads of gravy.
We're going to move on for a simple reason. Is we're all
we're
now
all
really
hungry,
hungry. We're now really, really hungry. We're going to move on to the fake news. So this is where James hits us with 3 unbelievable stories. 2 of them are true, one of them is fake. I have yet to pick the correct one out of all these weeks.
I have confidence in you, Alex.
Good.
You'll eventually get this.
Good. Okay, so fake news, number 1, please.
Right, so first in the news is a Trump wax statue gets pulled from a Texas museum after too many people have punched it. So there is a wax museum in San Antonio in Texas had pulled its Trump statue from public view after repeated incidents where people have been repeatedly going up and punching him in the face.
Did they like him in Texas?
Well, I mean, I've never been to Texas, so it would be a bit of a cliche to say that they think that he's God because he's Republican. So there's a huge amount that don't like him because he hasn't.
I know. I think that I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell, isn't it? Because you always hear it through the vessel of news or through the vessel of social media. But I'm trying to read where the optics on him are at the minute, and I think people are really turning on him.
Inflation's not gone down. Shopping prices have not gone down.
All the other stuff as well.
A lot of the promises that he said he's going to do never happened. So it's weird that he makes the first term that he did seem positively statesmanlike.
Yeah, he does.
By comparison. So I can well believe that it would be getting defaced because his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame has got completely totaled.
Yeah.
So
I don't think the West Coast is as. He seems to have the East Coast.
Yeah.
Maybe the Midwest. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tricky one. Next one.
Is that right?
Next one.
So a bomb disposal robot was deployed to the Houses of Parliament to tackle a box of Christmas cards with MP's name on it, where a minister had accidentally left a box of Christmas cards out this Christmas. It got mistaken for an unknown box, which meant they had to.
That kind of sounds feasible.
Abandon the entire building and send out a bomb disposal robot to just find out it was a box of cards.
Quite paranoid, though.
Interesting one, because that's on the one hand that sounds you'd think surely there's systems and procedures so before they call the bomb squad, but on the other hand, government incompetence.
And paranoia as well.
Paranoia too. That's
2 of them are feasible. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one.
Man shot after DNA test accidentally revealed that he is made of 4% of printer ink. So there was a mistake made in an ancestry result when they sent it out, and there was a typo where at the bottom he was written as 4%
printer ink.
As printer ink.
Right. Okay.
Which I just think that's great.
Well, that would be more valuable than the blood in the man's system.
Yeah.
The printer ink.
The testing company since apologised and has offered him a free retest. So the man says he's considering keeping the results because
he likes that.
Yeah.
Would he be black ink or colour?
Ooh.
Is that a racial thing or?
Don't know. Just the colour cartridges just seem to be more expensive. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean 4%. Yeah, I'd want to be the mixture of the colours. That seems quite exciting. Rather than this feels really racial. This feels really
all of a sudden. It seems like some allegory for
some weird layers that we're not expecting. There's not. It's just a weird conversation about.
Good job that if this is true that it went to somebody who sounded quite level-headed and he didn't just go, "Tell me what you want to print," and then he just stick a pin into his finger and just go, "There we go, 4% printer ink, mate."
Just doing it in the lines down the page as well to see it be like an inkjet.
Hang on, no, it's not going so well. I've got to calibrate. Hang on. Let me print off my test page. Oh, that's the same. I'm feeling faint now.
If you had one of the colours in each hand, you could like get the mix right if you know
that's true.
if you do it right. Yeah.
So stories again.
So 3 stories we had was number 1, the Trump wax statue gets pulled from a Texas museum after too many people have punched it. Number 2, the bomb disposal robot deployed to the House of Parliament to tackle Christmas cards with MPs' names on it. Or number 3, the man shocked to find out after a DNA test accidentally reveals he's made of 4% print ink.
Okay, so Debbie, you go first. Which one?
I think it's printer
You think that's
I
the
think
fake
it's
one?
so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think the cowboys like Trump.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to see what I'm going to go with printer ink as well.
Wow. Okay. Right. So the fake story for this week was the Trump wax statue.
Oh,
Damn it!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It'll get there eventually, Alex.
I feel worse for knowing that's the fake one.
I know.
because I thought that was it. Yeah.
Oh.
I come across the 4% ink and I was like, that sounds fake.
Because it sounded real,
Yeah.
I thought it must be fit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
The old Alex
confusing.
one day. How many is this now? 6.
6.
And 7 you doing the pilot?
6.
We did a pilot that we never read that you could run on that one as well.
That's 7 episodes in which I've sucked. Okay, right. So I'm depressed now, so it's a good time to end. So a big thank you to our 0.5 guest person today, Debbie Holt. Thank you very much indeed, Debbie.
Woo!
Do you have anything that you wish to plug? At the end?
Just getting out as much as I can. I've only done my first year, so
Right.
I'm just trying my best.
We've been very clear this is of stand-up comedy as well.
Yes.
Yes, stand-up
Let's
comedy.
be very
stand-up,
clear about
stand-up.
what vocation we're trying to sell
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Sorry. And I'm hosting a night here. I'm guest hosting
At the-
on the third.
At the Royal Standard.
Yeah,
At the Royal
Fair.
Standard. Yeah.
You should pop down.
So yeah, just come out and see us, and please support live comedy. You know, brilliant.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed,
Thank you
Debbie
so
Holt.
much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. And so, will George be back with us on the next one?
I don't think so. We were talking with him the other day, and I think we might have to get another guest or two on. Because he kind of gets back a couple of days after the last episode, a couple of days after this episode goes out.
Okay.
So we might have a couple more guests before we get.
He may need a few days in the Betty Ford clinic before
Yeah.
he comes back to us. Will George be with us next time or not? Find out then. Until then, thank you.
Bye.